Am I the asshole for telling everyone exactly why I allowed at my cousin's wedding? I 20 female have a cousin 23 female who just got married to her boyfriend of about 2 years 21 male. He proposed to her about 4 months ago and they had their wedding 3 days ago. One thing about me and her husband, we dated in high school for about 2 years. We broke up on good terms, we just didn't feel in love with each other anymore and we stayed good friends, and then in college my cousin saw him at a party and then started going out a few months later. I was fine with them being together as I have no romantic feelings for him anymore. My cousin found out him and I dated in high school because one of our mutual friends was making a joke about how he was moving, though our family, I didn't tell her because we weren't that close. I thought she might be a little shocked, but get over it. Oh man, I was wrong. And then 2 days before the wedding I asked her what time it's on. She just looked at me and said, "Oh, sorry girl, you're not coming." Of course I asked her why. She just answered, "Look, you've put me through enough hurt knowing you're in love with my man. Just be a good cousin for once and stop trying to steal him if I don't want you at the wedding because you've had an intimate relationship with my future husband. Just respect that." I felt so hurt because I spent lots of unpaid time helping her and I spent my own money on her wedding and now she won't even let me go. So I got pissed and left. Then I sent a text to her saying I want my money back. She said no. I said if she doesn't give me my money back right now, then I'm telling everyone why I'm not able to go to her wedding. Keep in mind I spent hundreds of dollars on her wedding. She still said no, I'm not giving it back. You can tell them I don't care. So I did. I was pissed and hurt she would do that to me. At this point there is 1 day until the wedding and I posed on Instagram I let my cousin date my ex-boyfriend. Tomorrow is their wedding and I'm not allowed to go because I was with him first. She saw that along with loads of other people from my family. They knew it was about her. The family was super mad with her for that and she came crying to my apartment calling me a no good beeping snake. She told me that because I was such an asshole people were dropping out of the wedding. I didn't mean that to happen. Am I the asshole? Okay, I got comments about this that made me realized my storytelling is crap, so here you go. 1. Letting them date. Okay, I don't mean it like that. I don't believe I own him. It's just I wanted to try make what I did seem justified, but it's not, and that was wrong of me. 2. Family dropping out. Just found out only my parents and siblings left. 3. Her BF jumping from family members being an asshole move. He didn't know we were cousins until we met at a family party and I said it was fine when he asked. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Not the asshole if she doesn't want to invite you to her wedding. That's her prerogative. However, it's a fucking asshole move to also not return your money after you spent time and money helping her. She deserved what she got. Not the asshole if you wanted him and truly loved him and vice versa. It would have been your wedding. But you guys split years ago with no lingering feelings and no regrets. She has no reason to behave this way. Info. What do you mean by I spent hundreds of dollars on her wedding? What on? Not the asshole. It's her husband's fault for not saying anything while they were dating. Info. You mentioned in a comment that the friend told your cousin the same night you found out about the relationship. When was this? If she knew about it months ago but then waited until 2 days before the wedding to tell you that you aren't invited, that's messed up. If you didn't know that she was marrying your ex and you both found out just days before the wedding, that's on the ex. I'm sure he knew at some point and should have said something. You are not the asshole. Let her wedding burn for all you care. All you asked for was your money back and she said no, tell them, and you did. She fucked around and found out. Info: how long has it been since she found out you two dated? How long had they been dating by then? What has the vibe been like when you've hung out since she's known you? Say you've been helping her with the wedding. Has she been friendly and talked like you would be attending? What did you spend money on? And was it money she asked you to spend? I have way too many questions. This post makes no sense. But I approve of your level of petty. Wasn't a fan of the wording "I let my cousin date," but the whole thing got your point across. Tears of joy, tears of joy. Everyone is the asshole here. And I'm having trouble believing a college student wrote this hot mess of a post. Not the asshole also. Let people know she won't return your money. I'm a bit confused. You said in the post you aren't that close. So what was all the unpaid planning and money you spent on the wedding? I don't get why someone would want a person they're not close with to plan their wedding. Or why you do it. And you haven't said what specifically you were owed money for. Not the asshole. It's totally normal in my opinion to not want you in the wedding. But to allow you to pay for it and not willing to pay you back, that's petty. Not the asshole but grammar. Not the asshole but your cousin sure is. Fake. Info: did you finish collage? You might want to read a book or something. The punctuation in this post was awful. Could barely read it. Info: why were you asking what time the wedding is 2 days before? Did you not receive an invitation to the wedding? Those are sent months in advance. And because you posted a very weird story on Instagram, people started dropping out of the wedding. Like, people in the wedding party. Why would they do that? And if you're not close with her, why were you helping pay for the venue and her dress, etc.? This sounds incredibly fake and makes little to no sense. If your cousin had not involved you in the pre-wedding activities, including actual money you spent, and suddenly found out about the relationship on the eve of the wedding, maybe she'd have a reason to be upset and possibly justified in her decision. However, she knowingly, systemically, misled and used you as resource for the wedding. You gave her an option to recover your investment. Unfortunately, you can recover your time without repercussions. She declined. And now she's feeling those repercussions. Not the asshole. Fake, desperate, and poorly written. This sub fell off. Man. If you want to make up some story, at least attempt some punctuation and maybe a proofread or 5. Especially proofread the title next time. Info: hey OP, are we just randomly creating new stories until one actually gets posted to the subreddit, or am I misreading your 3 random posts within an hour of each other? Drastically different titles. Or did we just discover Reddit and decide to go wild? Lol. I'm gonna say not the asshole. Say for one, you told her that you would tell everyone and she didn't care. Also, if she wanted to univite you, that's up to her. But then she should give you your money back. Also, her trying to say you are still in love with him and trying to steal him is so childish. It was high school and she's acting like y'all are still in high school. You should have focused less on your cousin's husband and more on spelling, punctuation and grammar when you were in high school. But you are not the asshole. She was a complete asshole. You are a complete asshole. Also, go back to grammar school. Please. Maybe it'll help you mature and improve your atrocious command of the English language. Not the asshole.